Hi, I'm Jeff Munn, the developer of the Creating Extraordinary Futures process, and it is a beautiful day here in Colorado. The sun has come out for the first time in a long time. It's going to be close to 50 degrees outside. Feels like spring is finally coming. Now, why do I mention that? Well, I've been thinking about inner work, and I get a lot of questions about inner work, why we need to do inner work, what inner work does. And I think it's interesting to notice that when the sun is out, when we feel good, we see the world differently. It has an impact on what we see, what we feel, what we think, how we relate to other people. People are just generally happier. Hey, how you doing? Great day. Well, there are things that we do to take care of ourselves too that have that same impact that a sunny day has on us. You know, did we get a good night's sleep? Did we eat good food? Did we go for a nice run? Those things that help us manage our state. And that's the first aspect of inner work that I would talk about, is just the capacity to manage our own state. Because when we're pissed off about something, when we're reacting to something, we do things, we say things that are totally different than if we're calm, if we're centered, if we're happy, if we're connected. So those basic foundational habits, exercise, sleep, nutrition, have a really critical impact on how we see the world. But there's a deeper part too. And what I would call inner work at that next level is things like meditation and body practices. So when I say something like body practices, I would count aerobic exercise as a body practice because of the effect that it has on our physiology. Some people wouldn't, but my experience is that a good run will have just as profound an impact on me as a good meditation session. But I'd include things like yoga, Tai Chi, Qigong. There are things called centering practices that my coach used that were based on Qigong. Basically, it's like, how do we come into this moment? How do we feel our bodies rather than getting stuck in our thoughts in our head, those thoughts that just go over and over and over again. So why is this important? Whether it is mindfulness or centering and body-based practices, or ideally a combination of both. It's because when our mind quiets, things come up for us that are different than when our mind is racing. When our mind is racing, when we are cognitively active, we're trying to figure the world out. We're trying to use logic. And a lot of times, what I hear from people, and this is my own experience too, the insights that we have, the aha moments that we have that change everything, are when our minds are quiet. And so we can create a greater chance of these happy accidents where we see a problem in a different way, we see ourselves in a different way, we see the possibilities in a different way. To the extent that we're able to cultivate a consistent mindfulness practice or body-based practice or centering practice. So I've talked about the two aspects of the same coin. One is our state in any given moment. So how do we manage that? What is our capacity to manage that? The calmer we are, the more likely we are to see these kinds of connections that we otherwise might see. The more focused we are. Now there's focus going into panic where we completely lose our capacity to be functional. But there is a role for focus. If we know what we are doing and we need to do it as quickly as possible, and it is something that does not require a lot of creativity or intuition, etc., that focused, caffeinated state can be quite helpful. But when we are talking about things that require us to step back, to think more strategically, to think longer term, to put connections together either with objects or with ideas or between people, That's more of a right hemisphere thing. That's more of a parasympathetic nervous system kind of thing. It's more of a calm centeredness thing. And the inner work that I'm talking about is developing the capacity to be in both places at will as you need them. So when I need to be strategic, I can calm down and focus and think expansively. When I need to get shit done, I can be like this, like an arrow. Boom, I can do a lot of things in any given moment. That's what I'm talking about with inner work. And as you go through your career, you're going to develop a need to take different perspectives. And the more inner work that you've done, the more easily you're going to be able to step back and see things instead of like this, and then like this, and like this. And a whole world of possibilities is going to open for you. So I hope that was helpful. If you'd like to talk more, let me know. And until next time, have a great day, and I'll see you soon.